Throughout the centuries, deep mysteries and guarded secrets have shaped our understanding of early Christianity. The discovery of Gnostic texts, manuscripts that challenge everything we thought we knew, reveals a hidden perspective on spirituality and the universe. Among these revelations is the complex cosmology of the Gnostics, which includes multiple universes and a view of reality that radically contrasts with orthodox doctrine. The Gnostic Gospels are religious texts associated with Gnosticism, a spiritual and philosophical movement that emerged during the early centuries of Christianity. These Gospels offer an alternative and often radically different perspective from the teachings found in the canonical Gospels of the Bible: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Today, we will delve into a world of esoteric knowledge and explore how these ancient texts not only challenge traditional narratives, but also invite us to question and expand our perception of the divine and human existence. Prepare yourself for a journey that will challenge your beliefs and illuminate truths lost in the shadows of history. Over the last 3 centuries, the discovery of papyrus manuscripts in southern Egypt has brought to light Gnostic texts that profoundly challenge what we thought we knew about early Christianity. These documents, written in Coptic, an ancient language, contain teachings that the Orthodox Church sought to suppress, including ideas addressing the existence of multiple universes. The most significant discovery occurred in 1945 in Nag Hammadi, Egypt, with manuscripts dating to the 4th century, offering a unique view of early Christian beliefs. The Gnostic texts differ significantly from the canonical Gospels, highlighting esoteric knowledge and presenting a dualistic view of the world in which the material is seen as imperfect. The tension between Gnostic teachings and the Orthodox Church doctrine is evident. These writings suggest that crucial information was hidden for centuries, possibly by ancient ecclesiastical authorities. The rediscovery of these documents raises questions about the true nature of early Christianity and the beliefs marginalized over time. The Gnostic worldview presents a radically different perspective on reality, challenging conventional notions of Christianity and offering an alternative approach to the universe and the divine nature. At the heart of this cosmology is the belief in a transcendent God, a supreme entity existing beyond the material world and fundamentally distinct from it. This transcendent God, often referred to in Gnostic texts as the original creator, is considered the primordial source of all existence. However, unlike the traditional Christian view of a God directly involved in creating the physical world, Gnosticism proposes a more complex cosmological structure. An essential concept in Gnostic cosmology is the figure of the demiurge, also known as Yaldabaoth. This being is described as inferior to the original creator and responsible for the creation of the material world. The demiurge is portrayed as an entity whose creation, the physical world, is seen as flawed and imperfect. The idea that the material world is imperfect is a central tenet of Gnostic thought. Gnostics believed that the physical realm was essentially a prison for the human soul, a lower sphere of existence from which individuals should seek to escape through spiritual knowledge, or gnosis. The contrast between the demiurge and the original creator is striking. While the original creator is seen as the source of all perfection and spiritual light, the demiurge is often characterized as ignorant or even malevolent. This duality reflects the Gnostic belief in the fundamental separation between the spiritual and the material, between perfection and imperfection. One of the most intriguing aspects of Gnostic cosmology, revealed in the text The Wisdom of Jesus Christ, is the concept of the 12 universes. This enigmatic text suggests the existence of a cosmic structure much vaster and more complex than traditionally accepted. According to the text, the original creator created 12 universes, each associated with an angel. This idea of multiple universes directly challenges the traditional Christian and Jewish cosmology, which generally conceives of a single universe created by God. The notion of 12 distinct universes suggests a multidimensional and stratified reality. The wisdom of Jesus Christ offers a fascinating view of this cosmic structure. A crucial passage from the text states, "The original Creator created 12 universes for the procession of the 12 angels. All were perfect and pleasing until the flaw in the subordinate arose." This passage not only introduces the idea of the 12 universes, but also alludes to a crucial cosmic event, the emergence of a flaw in the subordinate. This flaw in the subordinate refers to Sophia, a lesser divine entity who, in her attempt to create without the guidance of the original Creator, inadvertently brought forth the material world and the demiurge. This act is seen as the origin of imperfection in the cosmos, explaining the flawed nature of the physical world from a Gnostic perspective. The Gnostic vision of multiple universes and complex cosmic realities finds echoes in modern scientific theories, such as the multiverse and parallel dimensions proposed by contemporary theoretical physicists. Quantum physics, with its ideas of overlapping realities and quantum states, also presents intriguing parallels to Gnostic cosmology. The idea that reality may be more complex and multifaceted than our everyday perception suggests resonates both with Gnostic thought and modern physics. The Gnostic vision of 12 universes and the imperfect nature of material reality has significant implications for understanding human existence. For the Gnostics, human beings are seen as spiritual entities temporarily imprisoned in physical bodies, the result of a cosmic mistake that led to the creation of the material world. This cosmological view directly influences the Gnostic understanding of the purpose of human life. The ultimate goal, according to this philosophy, is to transcend the limitations of the physical world through the attainment of spiritual knowledge, or gnosis. This process of spiritual enlightenment is seen as the means by which human souls can escape the cycle of reincarnation in the imperfect material world and return to the perfect divine realm. In Gnostic texts, Jesus is portrayed not only as a savior, but also as a transmitter of esoteric knowledge, a perspective that significantly diverges from the canonical Gospels. The Gospel of Thomas, a collection of sayings attributed to Jesus, contains unconventional teachings that challenge traditional understandings of his nature and message. A notable example is Jesus' statement, "I am the light that is above all things. I am the all." This declaration suggests an omnipresent nature of Jesus, diverging from traditional narratives and implying a deeper connection between the divine and the material world. Another intriguing aspect of the Gnostic texts is the depiction of the relationship between Jesus and Mary Magdalene. The Gospel of Philip presents Mary Magdalene as a favored disciple of Jesus, stating, "The companion of the Savior is Mary Magdalene, but Christ loved her more than all the disciples." This statement not only highlights the importance of Mary Magdalene's role, but also suggests a complex dynamic among the disciples that is not explored in the canonical texts. The portrayal of Mary Magdalene in the Gnostic texts raises questions about the nature of Jesus' mission and the role of women in early Christianity. The Gospel of Thomas presents a controversial interaction between Jesus and Simon Peter regarding Mary Magdalene. Jesus says, "I will lead her to make her male, so that she too may become a living spirit resembling you males." This passage suggests a complex Gnostic understanding of gender and spiritual value, challenging orthodox views on the role of women in the early church. The Gnostic texts also offer radical interpretations of traditional Christian practices. The Gospel of Philip, for instance, criticizes the practice of communion, calling it cannibalism. This reinterpretation of Christian rituals indicates a radically different understanding of Jesus' teachings and the practices associated with his memory. Perhaps one of the most surprising reinterpretations in the Gnostic texts is the portrayal of Judas in the Gospel of Judas. In this text, Jesus is described as instructing Judas to betray him, presenting Judas not as a traitor, but as the only disciple who truly understood Jesus' mission. The text states, "His act of betrayal was actually carried out in obedience to instructions given to him by Jesus beforehand." This redefinition of Judas directly challenges the established narrative of betrayal in the canonical texts, offering a new perspective on one of the most pivotal events in Christian history. The Gospel of Judas also introduces unique cosmological concepts, such as the luminous cloud of light, representing God. This Gnostic interpretation of divinity contrasts sharply with the representation of God in Orthodox Christianity, suggesting a more abstract and transcendent understanding of the divine nature. These alternative portrayals of Jesus and his teachings in the Gnostic texts not only challenge traditional narratives but also provide insights into the diversity of beliefs in early Christianity. They suggest that the early Christian tradition was more varied and complex than is often acknowledged, with different communities interpreting Jesus' message in distinct ways. The legacy of the Gnostic Gospels continues to influence contemporary thought, offering an alternative perspective on spirituality and self-knowledge. These ancient texts challenge traditional interpretations of Christianity, promoting a more personal and introspective quest for spiritual truth. The Gnostic vision of multiple universes and the complex nature of reality finds echoes in modern scientific theories, such as the multiverse and quantum physics. While based on different foundations, both suggest a reality that is vaster and more complex than our everyday perception indicates. Studying these ancient texts can enrich our understanding of the diversity of early religious thought and inspire a more open and questioning approach to contemporary spirituality. As we conclude this exploration of the Gnostic texts and the secrets they hold, we unveil a perspective on Christianity and the nature of the universe that can transform our way of seeing the world. These ancient texts invite us to go beyond simplistic explanations and embrace a broader and more complex view of spirituality, where the quest for inner knowledge and personal truth is paramount. If this video sparked your thoughts and curiosity, don't hesitate to share your opinion in the comments. Keep seeking, questioning, and staying open-minded. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and see you next time.